Welcome to the Arizona Wildcat Show, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. I'm Star Sports Editor Ryan Finley here with Daniel Burke. Daniel, Pac-12 Media Day coming up next week, and although he won't be there, Anu Solomon is a giant part of this team, and in order for them to be successful heading into the 2015 season, he's got to improve. What have you heard about sort of how he's developed over the last 6 months?
I think the biggest thing you'll see that's different in him is that he's more athletic. He's supposed to be more fit. I think you'll see a little faster burst, and that they're going to have to keep him healthy to see all that. But I think they feel like he's more of an athlete than he got to show last year in his first year. And so this year they would really like to capitalize on his legs a little more and again, just scrambling. So I think that's been the biggest thing over the last 6 months, since that loss to Boise State in the Fiesta Bowl, has been increasing his athleticism, getting him more fit, and getting him stronger so he can play 12 straight weeks.
And one of the things, he was such a tough guy last year. He didn't really let on until after the Fiesta Bowl that he had been hurt. More hurt than even we had thought. Is that why maybe you didn't see him running like he did? You didn't see the escapability that maybe he would have had otherwise?
Yeah, I definitely think so. Those last two games. Now, against ASU, that's kind of the forgotten game because Utah's the one he got knocked out at, and then people remember that he didn't play very well against Oregon or Boise State. But on one leg against ASU, he was pretty good. He showed some of that athleticism and instincts that you need to have. But again, they need to get him stronger, faster, and more fit so he's not getting hit as much and so he can stay healthier. But he is a tough guy, and I think that's something they feel good about when we talk about these 12 straight weeks.
Who's better than him right now in the Pac-12? It's hard to argue.
Yeah, well, we have been around here today heatedly, but Jared Goff and, to me, Cody Kessler are the top two quarterbacks in the league. Then you probably go to Kevin Hogan, and then you might go to Anu Solomon. So he's probably in that top third of the league. And again, that's debatable, and we've debated it. But I think Goff and Kessler are probably the class of the league at this point. Now, Josh Rosen, Vernon Adams, those guys could turn out to be. But right now, as we sit here in July, I don't think you can say those guys.
To me, that's what's so incredible. We talk about Rich Rodriguez heading into his fourth year here, and in many ways, he's almost the dean of the league right now. Who's been here? Whittingham?
Yeah, Kyle Whittingham. Obviously, David Shaw. if we're talking the whole league, David Shaw got here, I think, 1 year.
Before Rich Rod.
Before. And
That's it.
Yeah.
Jim Mora was hired same time
Todd
he
Graham.
was. Todd Graham.
Mike McIntyre was a year before, So you kind of run through it now that your boy at Oregon State's gone.
Right, but watch me make this minute-long comparison here. Just like Rich Rodriguez looked up one day and he was the dean of coaches or near the dean of coaches in the Pac-12, Anu Solomon, by just kind of being here for a year, having the experience, I would bet you he's in the top 2 or 3 in games played, passes attempted, touchdowns, of active leaders. It's pretty incredible.
Oh, and it's amazing what that does in terms of confidence when you've done it before and you've gone up against these guys and you can perform. So they're hoping that clicks too for him and that his confidence level goes higher and he knows that he can make plays against these guys.
Right, and you like him.
I think he's as Rich Rodriguez always says, I think he's good enough to win with the people they have around him at offensive line, receiver, and Nick Wilson at running back. I think Anu Solomon is good enough to win with, and I think in this era of college football, that's what you need.
Absolutely. That'll do it for this episode of the Wildcat Show, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. For Daniel Burke, I'm Ryan Finley. We'll see you next time.
Try this matchup. Low prices and faster checkout. You can count on it at Fry's.